Sup, shredders. First of all, for those who just want a quick sort of Happy New Year's to you. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic start to 2026. I'm posting this whilst I get the last Patreon video done for the year, sending that through. It's for a Maroon 5 song, so hopefully it should be up later today. I'm making this video just simply because I've had a few drinks, and I just want to just quickly go over this year and into 2026. And just talk about a couple of things related to the channel, as well as what I've observed, primarily from a music review perspective. I'll try and keep it short and succinct because my goal for this year, my New Year's resolution, is to try and be more sort of like low maintenance. And so I look forward to at least attempting to do that. The first thing you'll notice is that we have a green screen now, so I can go small. And I thought for a moment that was a glitch in the green screen, but no, that's fine. So I got that now. I've also got my lighting set up now, so the lighting is a bit better. I looked at a green screen guide to try and actually figure out the correct way of doing it, so I saved myself hours of BS. So it's just nice to have a reasonable looking green screen. It's not perfect, but nothing ever is. I think my old Nanoleaf panels are a little bit grumpy after being in storage for a little while. I've got different generations of Nanoleaf panels, so they're just doing their best. They're just doing their best for what they've got. But we've got the key lights and everything on top. It's doing okay. Thank goodness for YouTube tutorials, right? The trick I learned is to try and find the middle green, so that the kind of squiggly stuff when you're doing chroma key, like you can see that stuff down there, it goes away, top and bottom evenly at the same time. I'm going to find the middle green so that when you're applying your OBS settings, it behaves itself and is. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Thank you. I'll put the link down in the description for that maybe. If I remember, or if I don't remember today, I'll do it tomorrow. The mic will also sound a little bit different because I realized that you can play around with the settings and the bottom of the SM7B, and I'm now using that, and it's great. I love it to pieces. It's so nice to have a microphone that works. It's really good. And so I'm still probably going to need some time to kind of get the leveling right with this, because despite the years I've spent trying to learn how to do audio stuff, I'm still getting the hang of it. But nonetheless, I'm thankful for my ability to be able to sort of like figure out how a microphone works and put it in front of music and talk about it. And again, I'm trying to be more sort of like low maintenance this year, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to sort of be a bit more succinct with the video responses. So yep, green screen, microphone setting finally sort of like figured out, with the clipping as well handled. I just think it's taught me that you really need to be aware of what you're doing with your equipment. When you're doing audio stuff, you really need to be aware of that at all times. So if you're ever feeling unsure, don't take it for granted. Just, open up the manual and see what's going on. I learned with my Focusrite that I didn't actually, because I've always had this little additional, this little gain booster thing, like this guy. It's a little Focusrite, not a Focusrite, it's a little Clark Technic preamp. But you don't need it. You literally don't need it when you've got a Focusrite ISA preamp there doing the heavy lifting for you with clean gain. You just don't. I've still got a bit of noise in the room with the fan that I use, which I'm going to need to switch out or substitute for a quieter one at some point. And again, there's some stuff I want to do with the house just to make it a bit more acoustically sound. But nonetheless, it's just fantastic to have things a bit better sort of laid out. So now that we've got the green screen and the audio getting sorted, I think we're going to go back to weekly reviews in a bit. I'm wanting to get back into doing more sort of like music production, recording now that I've got a bigger space to do it in. This room is a bit bigger than the previous one I was in. And so there have been a few requests for song reviews recently. It'd be kind of nice to check those out, though I won't be getting back into those Monday videos probably until February, just to kind of give myself time to get back into the groove and get used to this. So that sound, I don't want to sort of commit to a weekly schedule until I'm absolutely 100% happy with how things are sounding through the current setup. In terms of the year that's passed, 2025, I kind of find 2025 has mainly been a year of, honestly, the music industry just kind of figuring out how to go beyond AI music. There's been a lot of AI music this year, a lot of regular people making music, a lot of AI music. There's been a lot from both sides, for better or worse. I don't think it's necessarily a positive thing, primarily because there's more competition. And I don't know if the net output is better than it has been. But I think either way, the access to technology to make music outside of AI stuff, like actually like plugins and digital instruments and all the plethora of applications and stuff you can make music with, and all the different digital audio workstations and all that kind of stuff. I think that there's, especially with the internet, like the recording technology, the way people can sort of communicate around the world, there's just so many really awesome ways to make music that I look forward to seeing people do stuff with. Because the world is actually a beautiful place in many respects. And I love the idea of people continuing to find new ways to do amazing stuff with music. I look forward to going back to weekly live streams. That'd be nice. I think that'd be really cool. I look forward to people, whether to do solo projects or whether to do bands, releasing music and getting to sort of hear what their interpretations of the world and the universe are. Most importantly, I'm just hoping to make better videos this year. Again, I'm going to be in the place I'm in for a while now, so I'm going to have to get cozy and comfortable with that. And it'll be good to eventually have 2 rooms to do stuff out of, because at the moment I'm going to be using the main one to do stuff. But then I'm also going to have a secondary room to do cool stuff with as well. You know, whether that be sort of like instrumental repairs or the game dev stuff I want to do eventually. I mean, there's more space than just the 2 rooms, but I'm not wanting to take the piss, you know. So ultimately, yeah, just lots of positive stuff. 2025, for me personally, was just finding a house, a place where I could just kind of sit and just kind of vibe for a bit and just enjoy life. I think 2026 is going to be trying to sort of be a bit more curious about the world around me as from a reviewer music perspective. I think that it'd just be fun to hear more of what other people are up to, you know, what they're contributing to the world of music. More importantly, though, for you watching this, I hope that you have a fantastic new year. Hopefully everything works out for you. Hopefully you got your New Year's resolution sorted out, or even if you think they're kind of crap, but hopefully you've got things you want to move towards, or if you are so set with your life that everything's absolutely hunky-dory, then hey, you've already won. You've already won. So congratulations to you. Hopefully you're celebrating with friends and family and having a good time. Either way, all the best to you all for 2026. I look forward to making more music and videos in future. Look forward to reviewing more music. Oh, right. So one thing that'll be changing, and I think this is a positive, is that I think I'm just going to be reverting back to music reviews. I tried to do some more specific reaction content where I spoke about a couple of things I liked about each track, but what I've realized is that literally it's just not what I started doing. I think I lost my way a little bit. I think most of the positive feedback I receive from people is the capacity that I've had to be able to break down a track and talk about its individual components and sort of understand a song better. And I think that if I simply talk about a couple of things or highlights, as well as any applicable constructive critique, it's not what people are signed on for. And I know that sounds kind of gratuitous, but I think, you know, Occam's razor, being sensible about it, you know, it's kind of mutually beneficial if I'm doing something which I enjoy doing, because I enjoy breaking down music. And if people enjoy that or appreciate hearing it as well, I think that's also good. So that'll apply to all the reviews I do from now on. I'm going to try and make a separate 2026 playlist as well, just so that more recent videos are available. Because I feel like there's going to be a quality difference between a lot of the stuff I did prior to 2026 and now, be simply because I'm a bit more sort of like kind of aware of what I'm doing with this audio and video stuff to a certain extent. But we will see. This video is already 11 minutes 30. I'm going to take a break. But again, happy holidays to you all. Hopefully you had a fantastic Christmas. All the best 2026. And stay cool, shredders. Catch you all on the next video. Spider hands out.